Ever wondered why so many medieval castles and cathedrals are still standing centuries later, while modern buildings crumble under storms and time? The answer isn't just in stone or mortar. It's in a forgotten tool that gave wooden structures unthinkable strength, a tool that history almost erased. If you want to uncover the secrets that kept these fortresses standing for generations, stick around and don't forget to hit subscribe. Trust me, you're about to see history's survival code in action. When we think of medieval buildings, images of stone towers and towering walls flood our minds, but wood played a far more critical role than most realize. Inside these structures, massive wooden beams formed the skeleton of fortresses and halls. The magic that transformed fragile wood into near-unbreakable frameworks wasn't alchemy or wizardry. It was the medieval wood press. This was no ordinary press. Imagine a simple machine that could compress wood, lock its fibers tight, and make it resistant to splitting, warping, or even fire. Craftsmen used it to pre-stress beams, effectively giving the wood a memory of strength. Centuries later, many of these beams remain unbroken, a testament to an engineering practice far ahead of its time. The wood press was deceptively simple. Large screw mechanisms applied immense pressure to wooden planks or beams. This pressure compacted the natural fibers, aligning them in ways that gave the wood incredible durability. But here's the genius. It wasn't just about crushing wood, it was about controlling its internal structure, turning a flexible, vulnerable material into something that could withstand centuries of stress. Some presses were stationary, used in workshops for heavy beams. Others were portable, allowing builders to treat wood directly on site. They became essential for long-span roof beams, bridge supports, and the massive doors that protected castles from invaders. The result? Wooden structures that survived wars, fires, and harsh weather. Buildings that modern engineers still marvel at today. Fast forward to the industrial age. New methods of milling and chemically treating wood replaced the wood press. Engineers shifted their focus to metal supports and concrete frameworks. The ancient wisdom of pre-stressing wood was lost, buried under centuries of modern construction innovation. Yet if you walk through Europe's medieval towns today, you'll notice something remarkable. Beams in churches, bridges, and towers still hold steady. The secret, hidden in plain sight, is the long-forgotten wood press and the precise knowledge craftsmen wielded with it. This isn't just a story about old tools. It's about survival, resilience, and doing more with less. The medieval wood press teaches us that materials we take for granted can be transformed with skill and patience. Modern prepping and survival enthusiasts could learn a lot from this principle. Enhancing what you already have with careful techniques often beats chasing the latest high-tech solutions. For instance, a wooden structure built today with pre-stressed beams could last centuries without needing constant replacement or repair. This ancient practice is a blueprint for sustainable, resilient building, a survival code that applies far beyond medieval castles. It also highlights the brilliance of craftsmen who worked without modern tools or calculators. They relied on observation, trial, and a deep understanding of materials. That kind of expertise is timeless, a reminder that ingenuity often comes from working closely with what nature provides. Historians and archaeologists have unearthed fragments of these presses in old workshops across Europe. They're rarely on display, but when found, they tell a clear story. Medieval builders didn't just assemble wood, they engineered it. The presses varied in design, but all shared one goal: maximize wood's strength while preserving its natural beauty. By compressing fibers along the grain, they made beams that could bend without breaking, resist rot, and hold massive weight. It's a technique that's almost magical when you see the results in person. Some beams in 12th century churches are still holding roofs that span over 60 feet. Imagine trying that with untreated timber today. Whether you're a history buff, a prepper, or someone fascinated by survival tactics, the story of the wood press has lessons you can use. It's a reminder that strength isn't just in materials, it's in technique, knowledge, and the foresight to build for the long haul. Medieval builders were survivalists in their own right. They faced wars, fires, and brutal weather, yet they designed buildings that outlasted kingdoms. They didn't have synthetic treatments or steel reinforcements. All they had was wood, craftsmanship, and a machine that forced the material to reach its maximum potential. In a world where modern structures are often disposable, revisiting these ancient methods is more than a historical curiosity. It's a survival lesson. The wood press shows that resilience doesn't require technology. It requires understanding, creativity, and respect for materials. Next time you walk past a medieval building, don't just admire the stone walls. Look at the wooden beams, the doors, the roof supports. Each tells the story of a tool that made them nearly unbreakable, a tool that history almost forgot. And if you're curious enough, you can even experiment with pre-stressing small wooden projects today, carrying a piece of medieval engineering into the modern world. The forgotten wood press is more than a relic. It's a survival code, a lesson from the past that challenges modern builders and preppers alike to rethink durability and resilience. If this story blew your mind, don't let it end here. Hit that subscribe button, share this video, and spread the survival secrets of the past. The medieval engineers may be gone, but their lessons are still here, and it's up to us to carry them forward.